easier. The fish come shallower
With watercolor.
The presentation of lures is easier with watercolor because you can work the lures. You can work.
Presentation lures is easier because it's shallow.
There's no weeds. That's what makes it easier. There's no weeds.
No moss, no weeds.
Yeah, no moss. You can walk the bottom.
Oh, I had fun. Don't believe me. I was like, oh, this is great. You know.
Yeah. It's got, even on bad weather conditions, the big fish won't move. You just have to catch stragglers.
Yeah.
You have to catch what's available. You know.
But when you're fishing it and they move, you will know it.
That's right.
On 400s and 250s, you will know it.
Lake?
Yeah, this is mine.
Off of this bar?
This bar right here. That's where I had the majority, because I remember because there was a bridge right there, and I worked this down a little bit, and they seemed like they were in here somewhere.
Usually we catch pike and muskies there.
Oh, really?
There's about the best smallmouth spot in the lake. That one. There's a little hickey right there. That's the one I'm talking about, Chase.
Okay. I'm not.
Right there?
Yeah,
what's a hickey?
Now that.
It's a finger.
That's on the.
Yeah, finger.
Is that on the north side or the south side?
This is the south side.
South side.
I had a really big hit right in there somewhere.
Ain't that where the discharge pipe comes in?
No, that's right here.
Where's the bridge?
No,
Oh, down
right
there.
here.
Okay.
Is there a little stream that comes in or something?
It's a discharge.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
another thing up here? Another bottle of water or something? Or is that
No.
from the residents up
I
there?
think that's from the residents. There's a bar here with a hump on the end of it. The hump comes up to about 8 feet.
8 feet.
Super spot. It's right on the end of that bar.
Yeah, right past the bridge.
Right off the end of that
As soon as you
bar.
go underneath the bridge, you just go down there and you'll come right up. If you run down the center,
yeah.
you come right up on.
Beautiful bar.
There's
You know what? I do not like to fish past that.
No,
I fished down here and I
the
couldn't.
water gets clear down
I couldn't
there.
find 40 feet. I don't know if you remember or not. If you could find it.
That's a good bar right there.
Where we caught the
That's
two
a good
fish, where there's a bar sticking out right here, right
Yes,
off the
I know
deepest
about
water.
that.
It's right about here.
There's a
That's
big
where we
pier
caught the
sticks out
19
there.
and the 17 inch this spring.
Jeannie and I caught a bunch of largemouths right here one day. Little ones, right in there.
Oh yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, that's the best spot in the lake.
Yes.
The best areas, best fishing water in the lake is
Right
right
there.
here
You bet.
on this side.
Big fish. Northerns, buddy, right
Oh
there.
yeah, big time.
When I was asking you about that, the bar where it goes into a flat, okay, this is the one I was talking about right here. This goes, I think it's about 16 out here.
Mm-hmm.
But it goes from, it seemed like it breaks from around, it seemed like 8 to about maybe 12.
You got to remember one thing. It might appear to go to a flat, but what this is actually is the deepest water in the area.
Right.
See this? This is the end of a hole. See all this water? This is the end of the deep water. It's close enough to that spot to produce. This spot produces, but not big fish.
Yeah.
There's another spot right off the end of here
Mm-hmm.
that you can catch some decent fish,
Yeah.
but no big ones.
Remember I told you I kept having those fish lick the lure almost? Like I kept getting taps? It was on this bar right here.
Yeah. Them could have been shad.
They could have been.
Whatever's there that's in the lake
Yeah.
to use.
These are my reference. I took this map with me, and these are my shore references, so I knew
That's a
where I
good
was
spot
at.
there.
So,
That could be a
That is
fun
a hell of an
lake,
area
buddy.
right there. The deep water comes right into the bank. And I believe if you get in there, I think there's a little finger comes off of there.
There
I
is.
think.
You betcha.
Buddy,
Right in front of that pontoon boat.
That is the spot.
Yeah. It's real
North,
real
the
hard to
northern
get
in there, when you go through there, it's a bad day.
That's right. That's trolling water. You have to do your homework on that to find out where the fish are going to be. Now, see it right there? One, you got a 25-foot hole, a 24-foot hole, and a 34-foot hole. You would say there's 3 schools of fish in it. Okay? When they're not, if you troll the shallows and you don't hit nothing, and you did it right, that means they're deeper. So you troll deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper until you troll down in these holes. And if you don't hit nothing, the next thing you do, you cast. And since you know you already trolled the shallows, you anchor your boat on the sharpest break to the deepest water and you cast right out into that hole. If you don't know where that's at or you can't pinpoint You go out and you anchor right in the middle of that hole and you fan cast. And you do the same thing here and the same thing here. See how much bigger that is? You may have to anchor 2 or 3 times to fish that. But you see how small that hole is? Much easier to fan cast that than it is to fan cast that. That'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Same principle like what you were talking about last night when we were fishing on St. Joe River. You find holes and then you run.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what I look at when I find these holes. You see this? See how small that hole is?
Yeah.
See that? That's a little bit bigger, but it's still deepest water in the area. You probably got a school of fish there, a school of fish here, with the biggest fish in the lake being right there. You have to check this bar and you have to check this out. Troll it all the way down. If you don't catch nothing, then you have to anchor. You might anchor in the shallows and fan cast, and your next you got to move out, anchor again, fan cast, move out till you get right in the middle of that. If you don't catch them, they ain't there. And you got to start over. That's where you got to exercise patience. That's a pretty little hole. See, that's what I look at when I look at these. That's one of the things I look at.
You look for small holes?
First thing I look at is for the deepest water.
Okay.
But when I go fish a lake in the fall, look at the difference here. Look at the size of that area. What I'm saying is, if you're gonna, in the late fall, November and December, when you do a lot of casting, if you troll this and you don't get any hits, where are you gonna anchor?
Yeah, it's too big,
If
isn't
you
it?
don't know, if you haven't previously fished this lake, it's a large area to cover casting. You gotta know a little something about it before you do it. But look at this one. Got a 24-foot hole. If you troll all this in the shallows and you don't catch a fish, that's not very big. Look at how flat it is on this side. Look how sharp it is on that side. Look at that right there. You talk about an anchoring position.
You got them.
All you gotta do is anchor and fan cast. That's a piece of cake. See, it's called Dead Lake.
Dead lake, huh? That sounds good.
Fish you kill.
See, the first thing you look at. 1, 2. I'm not looking at the structure situations. I'm looking at the holes. But that's still a pretty big area. You got.
Oh, okay. You're looking at 30 then. You'd look at your 30.
There's a lot of area of 30-foot of water also. There's a small area of 40. But that's probably trolling water. That's only 20 foot deep. Later in the season, and later it gets, a shallow hole like that won't produce. Real late in the season, it has to be. Some of the lakes we fish that aren't real deep, they just quit. You just can't do nothing. Then you have to go fish a deeper lake that offers the fish a little bit more stability.
Good.
Like here's a 20-foot hole. There's a 40-foot hole. You can catch them later in there than you can in there. That's the first thing I look at when I look at a map, is the deep water. And where the hole is.
That's crazy looking there.
Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff in it. That's trolling water. So it'd be a good little lake. It's got a couple holes. Got some pretty neat stuff out there. So you look at that and you see this, you think, well, something happened there. Something caused that to make that line turn. Something caused that to happen.
We don't have any raisins and nuts and green or anything with their spoiled food.